Hey, what is up? I'm back. Another review today. I'm trying to get some of these out of the way. I've got a lot to do within the next week or so. I got a lot of stuff coming too. So anyway, today I got for you double feature: Beyond the Dunwich Horror and Pretty Dead Things. These were both directed by Richard Griffin, who did None of That, which I did a review a couple months back, which I loved. A totally goofy, off the wall, funny sort of nunsploitation film. He also did another one, which I think was his first one, called Splatter Disco, which I have seen, but I cannot remember much about it. I saw it a long time ago. And then these two. I'm a fan of this guy. I really think he's got some talent. All of the films are sort of different. They all do have sort of a comedic vein running through them, where None of That was very sort of, that's what it's supposed to be, very funny, very satirical, spoofy, where these two, and like I said, I can't remember Splatter Disco, but these two are not quite as in that vein. These are a little bit more serious. Especially Beyond the Dunwich Horror. It comes like this, two actual separate discs, and it comes in a nice hard case instead of one of those flimsy. I know it's great for the earth, but I really hate them. Those flimsy recycled ones. Beyond the Dunwich Horror, basically about an island. Dunwich Island. Let's see, I can't remember his name. Andrew. His brother gets a call. His brother Kenny gets a call saying that he's been placed in a mental institution. A fisherman has found his body, washed up on the shore. He's passed out. He's not dead. He's just passed out. And he keeps talking all this crazy nonsense about, this god and or demon or whatever, and cult. And his brother Kenny doesn't really believe that he's in there for the reasons they're telling him. He's like, I don't think he needs to be here. So Kenny sort of sets out on a quest to figure out why his brother is in this asylum. And he starts noticing him along with a journalist who is investigating a bunch of murders that have been happening on the island. They band together because she believes that his brother Andrew has somehow ties to these murders that have been going on. So they both set off on sort of the journey to figure out what's going on, and it's another one of those weirdo town movies where the whole town is sort of in on whatever's going on. I really enjoyed this one. This one, if I want to compare to his other films, are very different. This one's very different. It's much more of a serious. There's a much more serious tone to this one. I thought everything about it was really awesome. The effects were really great. The acting's really great. The script was really great. The cinematography was really great. This is a low-budget movie, but for what this guy had, I think he did a fantastic job. Now on the cover here, it says, "A must watch for Fulci fans." There are a few effects that are very Fulci-esque. But as an overall feel to the movie, I did not get the Fulci feel, and I get more of a H.P. Lovecraft feel, which would make sense since it was sort of based off of a short story of his. So there's a few effects that are sort of Fulci-esque, but don't let that comment mislead you. It does not feel like a Fulci movie. It actually feels somewhat like Dagon. If you guys have seen Dagon, I'm sure most of you have. Not the creature aspects. There's really no creatures in this, but sort of the whole feel of the town, the whole. There's an ocean, water theme to this whole thing, just like in Dagon. Um, so to me, it has more of a feel like Dagon than a Fulci movie. But I really enjoyed it. Definitely a recommendation. The second movie, hold on, sorry. You get feature-wise for that disc. It's just a commentary. None of that basically trailer that preceded the film is on here, and another trailer for a film called Dark Knight of the Demon House, which I don't even know if that's being made, but I don't know. But yeah, that's the features you get on that. The second film on this, Pretty Dead Things, it's a vampire movie. I didn't think it was quite as good as Beyond the Dunwich Horror, but actually towards the end, it started picking up. It's basically about a pack, or whatever you want to call, of vampires that are probably early to mid-20s, who just also happen to have been porn stars. And they've sort of been out of the business, and now they're just sort of living in this kind of shitty apartment. And, you know, of course, with most vampire films, there's always one vampire that's sort of not happy with being a vampire. Well, you've got that in here. You've got the super crazy vampire that really loves killing people, which is this guy here. You've got the really, like, sort of sultry, sexy one, vampire girl that, like, just gets turned on by the whole killing of people. And then you kind of got the guy that's, I guess, sort of the average Joe vampire that enjoys his killing, but it's not something that he really, like, thrives on. He doesn't, you know, need that fulfillment of killing people. And basically, the two girls had changed a pizza boy long time ago, and he's very pissed off about it. So he sort of comes back and tries to kill this entire pack. It's a really kind of mixed bag. It's kind of strange. Like, in the beginning, you sort of get this feel that it's going to be kind of a sleazy sort of movie, and that doesn't really happen. Then you get the feel that it's going to be sort of, they're going to try to go to a dramatic route, and that doesn't really happen. Then it sort of turns into an action movie, and that kind of stops, and it goes more comedic towards the end. It's certainly not a slow burn because things are constantly happening, but as the film progresses, things just get a little bit more exciting and more fun. I did enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it as much as Beyond the Dunwich Horror, or none of that. None of that is my favorite out of the films I've seen. He's apparently going to be releasing something called The Disco Exorcist, which I'm really looking forward to. But it's still a good movie. I enjoyed it. And you get a commentary with it. So, very, very solid disc. I don't think it's that expensive. Double feature. I'm a fan of this guy, so I'm going to be checking out anything Richard Griffin does in the future. So I would definitely recommend both of these. Like I said, it's pretty cheap. It's not crazy expensive. You can get it through the Alternative Cinema website or any of the other, Amazon, DVD Empire, any of that. So yeah, Beyond the Dunwich Horror, Pretty Dead Things. Definitely recommended. Check them out. See you guys.